Okay, so let's start with the discussion now. So we have already solved all the questions. You guys have already solved. So here I'll directly start with the discussion. I'll discuss all the questions one by one, and I'll discuss all the possible shortcuts and everything. Okay, so let's start with the question number one. Now, question number one. What is the answer for question number one? All of you, please tell me. The answer for question number one is nothing but that is equal to 20%. Now, just here it says Arun present age in years is 40% of Varun. So there are two person A and B. And Arun present age in years is 40% of Varun. So if the age of Varun is 100, then Arun age is nothing but that is 40. In another few years, Arun age will be half. After how many years? Let's say K years. So I can say after K years, the Varun age will be equal to 100 plus K. All right. Just a minute. Okay. Now, am I audible to all of you now? Is the slide visible to everyone now? Yes. So here it says Arun present age in years is 40% of the Barun. So what I have assumed, let us assume that the age of the Arun is nothing and B. Or present age in is 40% of Barun. So if the age of the Barun is equal to 100, okay, the age of Arun, that is 40% of this. In another few years, Arun age will be half. So let's say after K years. So after K years, the age of Arun will be 100, will be 40 K. And Arun age will be half of Okay, so the question is by what percentage Barun is. So this was a very easy question. It will not take too much of time. Any doubt? Can I move to the next question? Please tell me. Santosh, Avinash, Garima, and everyone. Anupam. All right. Let's move to the next question here. Again, a very interesting question. A person can complete a job in 3 days. In 120 days. So what is total work is? Can I say total work is equal to by 1? So total work is equal to nothing but one man can complete the work in 120 days. Now it says he works alone on day 1. So on day 1, how many units of work? Only one. On day 2, and by day 2%. So in 1 to 1, they are joined by another person of equal efficiency. So on day 3, there are 3 persons. So on 3 day, 3 persons. So how many units of work? 3 into 1 man. So on, let's say they completed the work in K days. So on K days, how many on the K and K1? 20 man days. All right, this must be equal to 120 man days. All right. So here the sum of first K natural number, it is equal to nothing, that is equal to 120. All right. So sum of first K natural number is 120. So I can say K into K plus 1, it is equal to nothing but 120. K into K by 2 is equal to 120. So what is K into K? So we are basically looking for a number 240. I need to write down 240 as a product of two integers as they are consecutive. So it is nothing but that is 15 to 16. So K is equal to 15 and K plus 1 is equal to 16. So the value of K is equal to 15. And this is the answer. Now you can even solve it by making it quadratic, but avoid quadratic. Okay, we know that K has to be an integer. So if K is an integer, you just need to write down 240 as a product of two consecutive numbers. So that will be 15 and 16. Garima, we had discussed in the class also similar type of the question wherein I told you always avoid making the quadratic. If it is an integer, it means I need to write down 120 simply as a product of two integers. So product of two integers, I can say this is the answer. Now tell me if there is any doubts to you in this question. Question number 2. Anyone? No. Can you all hear me properly? Yes? All right. Great. So can I move to the next question? So now tell me question number 1 and 2. Was these two questions difficult? No. It doesn't involve. Does it involve any hi-fi concept? No, not at all. Now, coming to question number 3. It says an elevator has a weight limit of 630 kg. It is carrying a group of people whom the heaviest weighs 56.7 and the lightest 53. So the lightest person weight is 53 and the heaviest is 57. And rest all the persons are lying between 53 to 57. And the question is, what is the maximum possible number of people in the group? So here I need to find out the maximum possible number of people in the group. So maximum, so what is the total of these people here? Carry say it must be equal to 630 kg. That is the total weight. Okay. Maximum weight limit is equal to 630. So 630 minus 53 plus 57. And 633 minus 53 plus 57, that is equal to 520. Okay. And if I need to maximize the number of person, so if I need to maximize the number of person, we should try that each and every person, the weight of each and every person is minimum. So I'll say if the weight of each of the person is, let's say 53, 53 and 53, for example. So I'll say 520 by 53 and 520 by 53, that will be equal to 9 point something. So it means at the max, 9 people can be there and this one people and this one more person. So the answer is nothing but this 9 people in the middle and one person with a weight 53 and one person with a weight 57. So total number of person is how much? That is 11 person. So that's why the answer of this question is 11. It's also an easy one. We have solved such type of the question in the class, isn't it? Kiya hai humne? In DI also on several occasions we have done something like that. It's not a new question at all. So can I move to the next slide? If this is clear to all of you. Avinash, Anupam, Sai, Tanya and everyone. Okay. Great. So let's move to the next question. That is question number 4. Okay. Another very interesting question here. We can solve it by a lot of different methods. It says a man leaves his home, walks at a speed of 12 kilometers per hour. So I can say speed and then time. So man lives and walks at a speed of 12 kilometers per hour and reaches station 10 minutes after the train had departed. So it is late by 10 minutes. So I can say the time taken by him is nothing but t plus 10. If instead he had walked a speed of 15 kilometers per hour, he would have reached the station 10 minutes before. He will reach the 10 minutes early. So t minus 10. What is the distance? Now, there are a lot of methods. In the class, I have discussed around 4 to 5 different approaches for solving such type of the question, isn't it? And since I need to find out the distance, so we know that distance in such a case, because the distance is constant, so that is equal to S1 into S2 into change in time upon change in speed. What is the speed? That is 12 into 15 into change in time. The total gap here, time gap, it is equal to minutes. So write down in terms of hour. Change in time is 20 upon 60. And what is the change in speed? In kilometer per hour, that is 3. So I'll say divided by 3. So if you solve this, this is equal to what? I'll say 12 into 15 into 20 into 3 upon 60. This will be comes out to be here. So if this is the value, so if you solve this, what is the total distance comes out to be? Tell me. 20 by here I have written the wrong value. This is 20 by 60 into 3. In the denominator, it is 6. And if you solve this, the answer will become. So any doubts to anyone? We have discussed that approach in the class and I told you this is the easiest way. We can also use arithmetic mean and harmonic mean. We can also work on the ratio. Yes, you can also do in that way. You can also equate the equations. But I have discussed all the approaches in the class. You can say distance is equal to 12 into t plus 10, which is equal to 15 into t minus 10. Solve it, you'll get the value of t, then substitute it back and you'll get the distance, isn't it? So there are various approach. So you can do it by any of the approach as per your choice. Is it clear to all of you? Any doubt now? Tell me now. Sai, Avinash, Anupam, Tanya, Garima, all of you? No. Okay. So let's move to the next question. Question number 4th, done. Now 5th. This is also an easy one. It says Ravi invests 50% of his monthly savings in fixed deposits. Okay. So if I say, if you're talking about fixed deposit, 50% of his monthly savings, so 50, and 30% of the rest, if his total saving is 100. So 50 in fixed deposit and remaining is 50. And 30% of the rest in stocks. So in stocks, Ravi has invested how much? 30% of 50 remaining amount. That is equal to nothing but that will come out to be 15. And the rest goes to Ravi's savings bank account. So that is going to Ravi's bank account. That is equal to 100 minus 50 minus 15, which is equal to nothing but that is 35. And it says if the total amount deposited by him in the bank is 59,500. So what is the sum here? I can say if this is 100x, then this is 50x, this is 15x, this is 35x. So what is this value? If the total amount deposited by him in the bank for savings and fixed deposit. So that is equal to that. So 85, and it will be comes out to be how much? That is equal to 700. So what is the total Ravi's total saving? That is 100x. So 100 into 700, which will be equal to 70,000. And this is the answer. So again, a very, very easy question. Any doubts to anyone in question number 5? No. Can I move to the next slide? Okay, guys. So let's move to the next slide then. 6th. Okay. 6th, again, a very easy one. It says if seller gives a discount of 15% retail price. So I say, let's say retail price and 15% discount. So it means multiplying factor is what? 0.85? Yes or no? Discount of 15%. So I can say it's 85 by 100. C still makes a profit of 2%. Okay, so profit is always calculated on cost price. So CP into profit of 2%. So it means 1.02. So I can say 102 by 100. So from here, I'll get that the cost price, it is equal to retail price into how much? That is equal to into 85 by 102. And both of them are multiple of 17. So cost price is basically equal to retail price, or you can say here, which is also marked price into 5 by 6. So this is the cost price, which is equal to 5 by 6 times of retail price. Which of the following ensures that C makes a profit of 20%? So overall, C is needing a 20%. So I'll say, let's say the retail price is now RP. Okay. Into multiplying factor because of some discount. So I'll say, let's say my multiplying factor, I'm writing F1. Okay. Multiplying factor because of discount. But still there is a profit of 20%. So it means CP into 20% means 120 by 100. 120 by 100, that is equal to 6 by 5. And from here, I can substitute the value of CP here. So what is my multiplying factor? That is RP into F1. CP is equal to RP into 5, 6. So I'm getting multiplying factor F1. It is equal to, or F1 is equal to what? F1 is equal to what? That is 1. So F1 is equal to 1. So it means there is no discount. So basically it means to get a profit of 20%, I should sell the entire thing at retail price. So that's why this is the answer. Is that clear to all of you now? Please respond. Okay, Avinash is asking, sir, can you explain by letting RP equal to 100? Okay. Because multiplying factor is 1, so it means I'm not providing any discount. Huh? That's it. Okay. Let's see if we can solve it by you assuming something as 100. Okay. Now, if a seller gives us, Avinash is saying, can we solve it by taking retail price as 100? Let's say, I'll say my retail price, it is equal to 100. Okay. So selling price, if a seller gives a discount of 15%, selling price, it is equal to nothing but that is equal to how much? 15%, that is equal to 85. Even in that case, there is a profit of 2%. So what is the cost price? That is equal to 85 upon 1.02. Okay. 85 upon 1.02. This is my going to be my cost price now, because cost price into profit of 2%, so 1.02, and that is equal to selling price. So cost price is equal to selling price. Okay, or I can say cost price is equal to selling price upon 1.02. So 85 upon 102, or I can say 850 102, or 17 5s are okay, 8500 upon 102. So that is equal to 500 upon 6. So this is my cost price. Now, which of the following ensure that C makes a profit of 20%? Now, C needs a profit of 20%. So, cost price is 500 by 6 and profit of 20%. So, into 1.2. So, what is this value? Comes out to be 500 by 6 into 1.2. So, I can say 1.2, that is equal to 500 into 6 2s are 12. That is 0.2. And 500 into 0.2. What is that value? That is equal to 100. So, retain. Now, he should sell at 100. Now the new selling price would be also 100. So it means what? Retail price and this is both of them are same. So the answer is option D, sell at retail price. So you do it by any method, either by using the concept of multiplying factor or by assuming the certain values. You will get the same answer. So any doubts to anyone now? Please respond. Everyone? No. So can we move to the next slide? Okay. Now question number 7. Now, again, when I was solving this question, so it reminds me of a question which was asked in the CAT 2001. So I know, okay. A man travels by a motorboat down a river to his office and back with the speed of river unchanged. If he doubles the speed of his motorboat, then the total travel time gets reduced by 75%. Okay. So I can say up and down. So time is equal to what? Time is equal to distance upon upstream speed. So upstream speed, I can say that will be equal to how much? You can take anything. How much I can assume the upstream speed? Please tell me. Can I say that is equal to B minus R or boat minus stream? Yes, I can say that is B minus S plus D upon B plus S. And let's say this is equal to the total time, that is equal to T here. So in any case, you can see it here. What is this value comes out to be here? If you take out D as common, I'll get this is equal to B plus S. Most of the time, the terms usually get cancelled. So B plus S. So I'll get that is equal to 2B into D upon B square minus S square. That is equal to nothing but that is T. Now, in the second scenario, what is happening here? In the second scenario, it says if it doubles his motorboat speed, so D upon 2B minus S and then plus D upon 2B plus S, downstream time and upstream time, and that is equal to total time. Then his total traveling time get reduced by 75%. So 75%. So if I assumed initially it is T, so now it is equal to how much? Can you say that is equal to T by 4? Yes or no? Now, so here, what will I get here? Again, I'll say 2B plus 2B, that is equal to 4B. So 4BD upon 4B square minus S square, and that is equal to nothing but that is equal to T by 4. Now, if you divide these two equations, you'll get another equation. Most of the terms will get cancelled. Okay. Or you can substitute the value of T from the second equation to the first equation, like do it in any way or divide these two equations simply. Or if I substitute the value of T. So what will I get here? That is equal to 4BD upon 4B square minus S square is equal to T is equal to nothing but that is 2BD upon B minus S square into 4. So you can see here this BD and BD that will be easily get cancelled here. All right. and this 2 and this 2, it will be get cancelled twice. So I'll get that is equal to what? 8 times b square minus 8s square. It is equal to 4b square minus s square. So this will be comes out to be equal to 4, which is s square. Okay. So from here, what will I get here? That the value of b square that is equal to 4, which means x is equal to 7 by 2. And that is the answer, which is option number B. So any doubts to anyone now? So now tell me, was this question a difficult? No, I don't think it's a difficult. Same question was asked in CAT 2001. The only thing was, in that case, the time T was given. Exactly same question. So that's why I keep saying it's better to solve all the past year questions. Any doubt? Can I move to the next slide? Please respond, all of you. Okay. Now, so let's move to question number 8. Again, very interesting question. Suppose C1, C2, C3, C4, and C5 are 5 companies. C5 are the 5 companies. And the profit made by C1, C2, C3 are in the ratio 9 is to 10 is to 8. Profit by C1, C2, C3. And profit made by C2, C4, and C5. So C2, C4, and C5 is 18. For C4, it is 19. And C5, it is 20. Now, the common link here between these two is nothing but that is C. LCM of 10 and 18, that is equal to 90. Yes or no? 10 and 18, that will be comes out to be equal to 90. So I say multiply the first part by 9. Okay. Because LCM of 10 and 18 is equal to 19, and multiply the second part by 5. So what will I get? 9 into 9, 81. 10 into 9, 90. 8 into 9, 72. 18 5s are 90. C4 is 19 into 5, 95. And 20 into 5, that is 100. So the ratio of C1 is to C2 is to C3 is to C4 is to C5 is 81 is to 90 is to 72 is to 95 is to 100 here. And now it says if C5 has made a profit of rupees 19 crore more than C1. So there is a gap of 19. And the actual gap is also 19. Okay. So the ratio scale, there is a gap of 19. Actual scale also, we need a gap of 19. So I can say, what is the profit? Simply add all of them. 18, 1 plus 90 plus 72 plus 5 plus 100, which is equal to 438. And that is the answer. So any doubts to anyone now? You can say multiplying factor is 1, Santosh. X equal to 1. So any doubts to anyone now in this question? Question number 8. No. So let's move to the next question. So till now, tell me, was there any question which you think for which you are not aware of that particular concept? Was there any question till question number 8? Naina? Okay. Now come to question number 9. It says the number of girls appearing for an admission test is twice the number of boys. So I'll say girls and boys. So number of girls is twice. So I assume boys is 100. Okay. Because the answer I need to find out in terms of percentage. If 30% of the girls, so 30% of the girls, so 30% of 200, that is equal to 60. 30% of the girl and 45 of the boys get admission. 45% of the boys, so it means that is 45. So these people got admission. Okay, 60 and 45, 60 girls and 45 boys got admission. Then the percentage of candidates who did not get admission. So 60 plus 45, 60 plus 45, that is equal to 105, and total is equal to 300. Okay. So out of 300, 105 have got admission. So what is the people who have not got any admission? That is equal to 300 minus 105, which is 195. So the is 195 by 300, and that will be into 100, which will be equal to 60. So that is 60, which is option number C. Any doubts to anyone now? Please respond. Sorry, I marked the wrong answer. The correct answer should be 65. 195 by 300 into 100, which is equal to basically 65%. So the answer should be option number D, which is 65%. So any doubt? Okay. Can I move to the next slide? All right. Now, coming to question number 10. Again, a very easy question based on ratio, proportion, and variation. A stall sells popcorn and chips in a packet of three sizes, that is and jumbo. So there are three sizes which is equal to large, super, and jumbo. The number of large, super, and jumbo packet in the stock are 7:17:16 for a popcorn. So this is for popcorn. And 6:15:14 for chips. Okay. So I'll say this is the popcorn and this is the chip. It also says if the total number of popcorn packet in its stock is same as that of chips in the, okay. So ratio scale. So in a ratio scale, if I add the sum of the ratios, 7 plus 17 is 24, 24 plus 16, that is equal to 40. And the sum of the ratios for the chips, it is 15 plus 6 is equal to 21 and plus 14, that is 35. But we know that the total is equal. The total number of popcorn packet and here. So this is nothing but working on the ratios here. So I'll say 40 and 35. 40 is equal to basically is equal to 5 to 7. But we need equal quantities of popcorn as equal quantity of chips. So I'll say multiply this values by 5 into 8 by 7 and multiply this by 5 into 7 into 8. Now these are equal, 5 into 8 into 7, 5 into 7 into 8. So for the first ratios, multiplying factor is 7. And for the second ratio, multiplying factor is 8. Then the number of jumbo popcorn packet, so jumbo packet, that is equal to 16 into 7. All the values will get multiplied by 7 like this. And in the second, all the values are getting multiplied by 8. So multiplied by 8 here. So it says if the total number of popcorn packet in its stock is the same as that of chips packet, same, then the number of jumbo popcorn packet, that is equal to 16 into, and jumbo chips packet, that is equal to 14 into 8. So that is 8 2s are 16. So 7 into 2 is 14 by 14, which is equal to 1 by 1. And that is the answer. Now tell me, was it easy? Yes, it was easy. We have discussed such type of question, lots of similar type of the question and the approach in the class, isn't it? So I remember easily my center in the 2017, it was in Mysore. And I remember there was not even a single question in which during the exam with which I struggled. बहुत ज़्यादा सोचना पड़े नहीं. All right. So can we move to the next slide? Question number 11. All of you, please tell me. No, cutoff usually high जाएगा, I think around 17, 18. All right. If you get a score of around 17, 18, if I say positive marking of 1 and negative marking of 1 by 3, then that's a good score. 50% somewhat. So can I move to the next slide? The only problem also I think most of the guys are facing, that is it is always the last section. So by the time we finish the RC and reading comprehension, we are so tired. So even if the quant question is easy, we are not able to do it, isn't it? I'm sure that it happens with most of you. इतना थक जाते हैं 2 घंटे में और अब now 80 minutes में कि easy question भी नहीं हो पाता है quant में. Okay. Now let's move to the next slide. That is question number 11. Okay. All right. Now, in a market, it says, in a market, the price of medium quality mangoes is half that of the good mangoes. Okay. So there are two types of the mangoes. One of them is the medium quality and the other one is good here. So I can say there are two qualities here, that is medium and the. So in a market, the price of medium quality orange is half. So if when it comes medium is 1, and the good is equal to 2. Let's say this is the price here. A shopkeeper buys 80 kg of good mango. So if I'm talking here, 80 kg of good mango and 40 of quality from the market, 40 kg of medium, and then sells all these at a common price which is less than 10% than the price at which he bought the goods on. So what is the total cost price? So total cost price 40 into 1 plus 80 is equal to 200. And let's do 80, which is, and it is sold at less than the price at which he bought the good ones. So good ones bought at 2. So selling price per kg, it is equal to 10% less. So I can say 2 into 9. Yes or no? That will be comes out to be nothing but that is equal to the selling price at which he's selling is equal to 2 into 0.9, which is equal to 1.8 here. All right. So here. So what is the answer? I can say the ratio of selling price on cost price. Instead of taking a difference, if the direct values are given, then usually I take a difference. Otherwise, I can say directly take the ratio of selling price to cost price. What is this? Upon 2 times. So 12 nines are 108, and this is 100. So I'm getting 1.08. 1.08 means what? 8% profit. So 8% profit. The answer is option number B. So the correct answer is option number B. Now tell me if there is any doubts to anyone in this. No. So can we move to the next slide? Question number 12. Okay. Now I'll discuss my approach, how I have done it. So if Fatima sells 60 identical toys at a 40% discount on this one. Okay. So let's say for one, there is a price is printed price is P, and C sold at 60 identical toys. So 60, that is the total MRP at a 40% discount. So into, I can say multiplying factor is 0.6, which is 6 by 10. Taken a 40% discount means I'm charging only 6 by 10, of which you can say 3 by 5. Then C makes a 20% profit. So 20% profit means what? 12 by 10. 1.2, 1.2 is equal to 12 by 10. And that is on the nothing but that is on the CP, cost price of the 60 items here. So from here we observe that the is equal to C. The price which is printed on the toys is just the double of the cost price here. Now it says 10 of these toys are destroyed in a fire. Okay, no issues. So now in the second case, printed price on each of the toys P, and C is selling only 50 toys. And while selling the rest, how much discount? So let's say because of discount, my multiplying factor is F. Okay, this is a multiplying factor because of the discount. So how much discount should be given on the printed price so that C can make the same amount of profit? So overall selling price is same, amount is same. So amount is same, so I can say that is equal to same as 12 by 10, 60 here. All right. So in any case, I can find out what is the multiplying factor here. Now remember, you can substitute the value of P here. So that is 2C, 250 into F is equal to 12 by 10 into C to 60. And what is the multiplying factor F? If I calculate this, it will comes out to be 0.6. Multiplying factor is 0.72. So 28 is equal to 0.72. So the answer is option number D, which is 28%. So any doubts to anyone? No. So can I move to the next slide if this part is also clear to all of you? Now 13, a very, very interesting question. And I'll tell you my approach here. It says A and B are of opposite signs. So A plus 3 by B whole square. First one. It is equal to 91. And A minus 1 upon B minus 1 whole square. it is equal to 4 by 1. And by solving this, we need to find out the ratio of a square by b square. So what I have done, I have solved, okay, why to waste so much time in solving? Let's go by the options. And it says a by b are of opposite sign. So I started with the first option. Okay, I started with option 1. So option 1 says a square by b square is 9 by 4. So what is the value of a by b? That is equal to 3 by 2, or I say minus 3 by 2. Why minus 3 by 2 I'm taking? Because the signs are different. So the ratio of a is to b, it has to be negative. It can't be positive. If the ratio of a by b is positive, it means both the signs are positive or both are negative. But since a and b are integers of opposite signs, so I can say, let's say a is equal to minus 3 and b is equal to 2. Okay, so you can say, let's say a is equal to minus 3 and b is equal to plus 2. All right, or you can take a equal to 3 and b is equal to minus 2. You can take any values and then you can check these two, whether these are satisfying or not. If I say a equal to minus 3 and b equal to minus 2, so what is a minus 1 upon b minus 1? Let's say minus 3 minus 1, that is minus 4, and 2 minus 1, that is equal to 2. Okay, so if I take a square, I will take a square and it is coming out to be by 1. So it is satisfying the second case, but it will not satisfy the first case. Why? Because a plus 3 by b, a plus 3, I have assumed a as minus 3, so minus 3 plus 3 by b, which is equal to 2, which is 0, which is not equal to 9 by 1. And remember, you need to do all these calculations orally. ये नहीं कि वहां पे लिखना start कर दो. Similarly, if I'm moving towards the option 2, so option 2, 81 by 4, so I can say it has to be equal to minus 9 by 2. It will not satisfy. However, if you take option D, okay, which says 25 by 4, so I'll say A by B, it is equal to 2. Okay, the first, so minus 5 plus 3, minus 5 plus 3 by 2. Okay, this is square, which means this is square. So minus 5 plus 3 by 2. So minus 5 plus 3, it is equal to what? It is not satisfying in this way. But if you take a equal to 5 and b as minus 2, a equal to plus 5 and b as minus 2. So 8 by 2, 5 plus 3 is 8. Yes, that's right. I think I told you the answer for this question is what? Option D bataya tha na? Am I right? Yes. So if I say plus minus 5 by 2, so minus 5, or I'll say 5 upon minus 2, you can take it in this way. So 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 upon minus 2 is equal to 4. 4 square is 16. That is not satisfying. If I take a equal to minus 5 and b is equal to 2, so minus 5 plus 3. This is also not satisfying. Option 4 is also not satisfying. Am I right? Or is it satisfying? I think no, it doesn't matter even if the squares are separate. Okay, Avinash, just a minute. Let me see. It says a plus 3 whole square upon b. So if I say a square by b square is 25 by 4, so I'll say that is equal to 5 by 2 minus 5 by 2. So, or 5 by minus 2, 5 minus 1. Just a minute. I think 5 and minus 2 should satisfy. 5 minus 1 is 4 and minus 3 minus 1, it is 4 minus 2. Okay. Option A will satisfy. No. I think the answer for this question is given as what? Option number D, probably 25 by 4 आना चाहिए. Okay. है ना? Answer I because ठीक है, if I take from the last one is equal to 25 by 4. So if it is equal to 25 by 4, so I can say a plus 3 by b. So a by b, it is equal to minus 5 by 2. Okay. So a by b is equal to minus 5 by 2, or I can say minus 5 and plus 2 if I take in this way. So a plus 3. Okay. So a by b is equal to this one. So I'll say minus 5 plus 3, and b is equal to not d. A is equal to 5 and b equal to minus 2. Upon b is equal to minus 2 whole. So 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 by 2 is minus 4 whole square. That is, I'm getting no, I'm not getting the correct answer. So maybe I've done some mistake here. Might be possibilities here. All right. So option से तो नहीं आ रहा है, isn't it? Is the first option is satisfying? You got A as answer, 36 by 4, which is 9. If I say, but just remember, if I'm saying I minus by 2, so but, or I take 3 upon minus 2. So 3 plus 3 on minus 2. So 3 plus 3 upon 2 equal to 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. 6 by minus 2 is equal to 3. So it is coming out to be 9 is to 1. And if I say 3 minus 1 upon minus 2 minus 1. Okay. So minus 2 minus 1. A minus 1 upon B minus 1. So that is not giving us any values. Now 3 minus 1 is equal to 2 by minus 3 whole square. No. So second is case is not satisfying. Okay. Second case is not satisfying here. All right. So, okay. So 3 and 2. So probably in this case, it's better to make the cases here. Like from here, by 9 by 1. So here that is A, it is A plus 3 by B. It will be comes out to be equal to plus minus 3. So A plus 3, it can be equal to plus 3. Plus 3B, or A plus, it is equal to minus 3. Second case, A minus 1 upon B minus 1 whole square. So in that case, it will be equal to, that is 4 by 1. So I can say A minus 1 upon B minus 1, that is equal to plus minus 2. So I'll say one of the cases will be A minus 1 upon B minus 1 is equal to 2. And the second possibility is A minus 1 upon B minus 1, it is equal to minus 2. So from here, if I solve this, this is A minus equal to 2B minus 2. And the second case, A minus 1 is equal to minus 2B plus 2. So I'll get what here? That is equal to A minus, it is equal to 1 minus 2, which is minus 1. Okay, A minus 2B is equal to minus 1. And the second equation here, I'll get A plus 2B. It is equal to 2 minus 1, which, okay. So I'm getting these equation. So now we need to solve these equations. Yes, that's right. Now we need to solve these equations. And remember, the condition is that here. So we need to solve if A plus 3 is equal to 3B, substitute in this and this. And then you need to check. So I think probably there will be 4 possibilities. Yes or no? 2 into 2, 4 cases are there. All right. So there are total of 4 possibilities are there. So if you solve all these 4 possibilities, then you'll get the exact value of A. In that case, A will be comes out to be 15 and B is equal to minus 6. So A equal to 15 and B is equal to minus 6. And then you'll get the value A equal to 15 and B equal to minus 6. So A square by B square, that is equal to 15 upon minus 6 whole square, which is equal to 25. I don't think it can be solved with the help of the options. It's better to solve with the solving the equations here. Is that clear? So slightly lengthy. Okay. So can we move to the next slide? Because none of the options are satisfying, so it means, yeah. But first, I'll try with the options. If any one of the options are satisfying, so it means that is the possibilities here. But if none of the options are satisfying, so it's better to find the exact values of A and B. Now, 14th. What is the answer for question number 14 here? It says a class consists of 20 boys. Okay. So here, boys and girls. So there are 20 boys and 30 girls. Okay, now number of students, that is 20 boys. The average score of girls was 5 higher than that of the boys. So if the average score of boys is X, the girl is equal to nothing but X plus 5. In the final exam, okay, so what is the overall? So can I say overall? Now there are 5 extra and there are 30. So total extra here, it is equal to 30 into 5, which is 150. And this 150 will be get distributed equally among all the 50 students. So X plus 150 by 50, that will be equal to how much? That is equal to X plus, this is 150 by 50, that is equal to X plus 3. So overall average is equal to X plus 3. Is that part clear to all of you? Okay. Now, in the final exam, however, the average score of the girls dropped by 3. So in the final exam, the average of the girls, it is equal to nothing but that is X plus 2. It has dropped by 3, so it will be equal to X plus 2. While the average score of the entire class increased by 2. So the average of the entire class, it is increased by X plus 5. So here it is X plus 2, but overall I need X plus 5. So what is the boys? So I'll say X plus 2. Okay, X plus 2 here. Okay, but here I need the overall 5. So per person, there is an increase of how much? There are 20. So I need to divide by 20. And here it will be comes out to be equal to how much? 150. Okay. So that will be comes out to be equal to 30 into 150 by 20. That will be comes out to be equal to X plus 0.5. So there is a change of how much? That is 9.5. So that's why the answer is option number A. Is it clear to all of you? Please respond. Even solving the equations will also not take too much of time. So can we move to the next question if this part is clear to all of you? Please respond. Sai, Santosh, Avinash, Anupam. Okay, 15. A very, very easy question. The correct answer is what? Option number C. We know the standard graph. Mod of x plus mod of y equal to 2. So we'll get a rhombus like this. Yes or no? This is plus 2, this is minus 2, this is plus 2, and this is minus 2. So it's a rhombus, and the diagonal of the rhombus length is equal to 4 and 4. So area is equal to half into 4, which is equal to 8. So the correct answer is 8. Can I move to the next question now? Question number 16. Let's see here. From a triangle ABC with sides of length, it says 40, 25, and 35. A triangular portion GBC is cut off. So there is a triangle ABC. A, B, and C. The sides are nothing but that is equal to 40, 25, and 35 feet. And further it says a triangular portion GBC is cut out. So I can say this is point G and B is cut out, where G is the centroid and G is the centroid. So if I draw the centroid, we know that the total area, it will be get divided into 3 equal parts. So this is 1/3, this area is 1/3, and this is 1/3. If it is a centroid, then, or we have, okay, then basically the area of the GBC is the area of the triangle, 1/3 of the area of the triangle ABC. So I can use the Heron's formula as the 3 sides are given. So what is the semi-perimeter? 25 plus 35 by 2. So semi-perimeter, as Avinash is pointing, that will be coming out to be how much, Avinash? 35 plus 25, that is equal to 50. So answer is 1/3 of the root of S 50 into S minus A, that is 50 minus 40, into S minus B, that is 50 minus 25, into S minus C, that is 50 minus 35. So just need to solve it and we'll get option B, which is. So any doubt? So this was from triangles, easy question from the triangle. Can I move to the next slide? Okay, guys. So let's move to the next slide then. 17th. Let ABC be a right angle isosceles triangle. So I can say with hypotenuse as BC. So I'll say this is equal to A, this is equal to B, and this is C. Okay. Let BQC be a semicircle. So this is the Q. BQC is a semicircle. Okay. Away from A with diameter as BC. And let BPC is an arc of a circle centered at O. Okay. So BPC is an arc of a circle centered at A. So BPC, by taking this arc, the figure is not drawn to the scale. So I'll say this is equal to A, this is B, this is C. Okay. BQC, and this is equal to BP. If AB has a length 6, so this is equal to length 6 and this is equal to length 6. So BC is equal to nothing but that is equal to 6 root 2. Then the reason enclosed by BPC and BQC. So BPC and BQC. So let me enclose that reason. So we need to find out the area of. Okay. So I'm going to say this area. Just say it here, all of you. All right. So this is the area which I need to find out here. So what I can do here is simply I'm marking few of the areas and you're going to tell me. I say, let's say this area is equal to X, this area is equal to Y, this is equal to Z. Okay. So what is the value of Y plus Z? Semicircle, that is equal to pi r square by 2. So pi radius is equal to nothing but 6 root 2 by 2 whole square, pi r square, and by 2. So divided by 2. That is a semicircle. So what is this value comes out to be Y plus Z? Anyone who can tell me what is the value of this Y plus Z is equal to area of the semicircle? That will be 9 pi. Perfect. Now, similarly, we can find plus Y. X plus Y is nothing but that is a quarter circle. X plus Y is the quarter circle. So that is equal to pi into 6 square by 4. So pi into 6 square by 4, that is also equal to 9 pi. So these two are equal. So which means X is equal to Y plus Z. They are equal 9 pi, both of them. So it means X. And I need to find out area Z, which is equal to X. And what is the area of X? That is area of triangle. Half into 6 into 6, which is equal to 18. So the answer is option number B, which is 18. Any doubt? So tell me, was it a difficult question? No. We have solved exactly same question in the class. When in the circles, if you remember, there was a dune, sand dune, something like that, a statement was given. And this was the very first question which I have discussed in the area. Of course, with some other values. Can I move to the next slide now? उस केस में वो दोनों इक्वल नहीं आए थे, but for some other values we have done it. Now question number 18th. Again a very easy one. A solid metallic cube is melted to form 5 solid cubes. So volume are in the ratio. So I'm talking about the 5 cubes in which volumes are in the ratio 1:1:8 is 27. So what is the okay? So total, if I add all of them, 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 8 is equal to 10, and 10, 27 plus 27 plus 10, that's 64. So what are the sides? The ratio of the side 1:1:2:3:3. And here the cube root of 64, that is equal to 4. The side is 6. The percentage by which the surface area of these 5 cubes exceeds the surface area of the original cube. So for the original cube, the side length is 4. And we do not need to find out the exact surface area. Okay. Now we know that the ratio of the surface area is always proportional to the square of the corresponding side. So when I'm talking about surface area, so just take a square. 1 square 1, 1 square 1, 2 square 4, 3 square is equal to 9, and 3 square equal to 9, and here 4 square is 16. These are, I'm working on the ratios. So if the surface area of the original one is 16, then the total surface area of these smaller 5, it will be what? 1 plus 1 is 2 plus 4, 6 plus 9 is equal to 15. 15 plus 9 is 24. So how much times it is more? I can say that is equal to how much? Find out the ratios. That is equal to 24 by 16 times it is more. And 24 by 16 times, so that is coming out to be equal to 1.5. So how much percent is? The answer is nothing but that is 50%. So the option number B, which is 50%. Any doubts to anyone now? Please respond. Clear? Can I move to the next question now? Ninth. 19th. A ball of diameter 4 centimeter is kept on the top of a hollow cylinder standing vertically. So there is a hollow cylinder like this. Okay. The height of the cylinder, its volume is 9 pi. So volume of a cylinder that pi as, and which is 9 pi into r square into h is equal to 3, which is equal to 9 pi. So what is r square is equal to? So r square is equal to nothing but that is 3, or r is equal to nothing but that is equal to root 3. So radius of this is equal to root 3. That we know. Now, there is a ball. A ball of diameter 4 centimeter is kept on the top of hollow cylinder. So I'll say, let's say there is a ball like this. Okay. Now, like this one here. Okay. So now there is a hollow cylinder. So let's say the center of the ball is here. So radius of this ball, diameter is 4, that is 2. And this is equal to 2. This is here. So from the top level of the center of the ball, this is what I'm trying to identify. What is this height? Now radius is equal to root 3. So let me write down this is equal to root 3. So this is point P and this is Q. So can you guys tell me what is the length of PQ? PQ is equal to 2 square minus root 3 square, which is equal to 1. Which is equal to 1. So if I say the height of this cylinder, it is equal to nothing but that is equal to how much? 3. And the center of the sphere, it is 1 centimeter above this, and after that there is a diameter also, radius also of 2 more centimeter, like this one. So what is the total height? Total height, it will be comes out to be equal to 6, and this is the answer. So this is again not something which was very, very difficult. Is that clear to all of you? Sai, Avinash, everyone. All right, guys. Tanya also. Okay. Now, coming to question number 20. So it says, let ABC be a right angle triangle. Okay. You placed a ball above cylinder. Nahi, wo galat hai na? Because if you are putting some ball, let's just imagine, Sai, we have done such type of the class questions in the class now. A ball inside the sphere, inside the cylinder as well as cone, isn't it? We have done all such type of questions. Okay, now let ABC be a right angle triangle with BC as hypotenuse. Okay, so let ABC is a right angle triangle. So I can take any right angle triangle with BC as hypotenuse. So BC as hypotenuse and A. Length of AB is equal to 15 and AC is equal to 20. So the moment I see 15 and 20, so we can say that it's a Pythagorean triplet. So the length of BC is 25. The minimum possible time in minutes required to reach the hypotenuse from A at a speed of 30. Okay. So I drop a perpendicular from A to hypotenuse. This is 90 degrees. And standard result, मैंने class में ही बोला था, this is very, very important in a lot of questions. This value, it is straight away, I can say 15 into 20 by 25. Yes or no? There is no need to frame the equations. We have discussed that. This length is nothing but the product of these two adjacent sides by using the formula of area. So what is this length? The length of AD. is the length of LED? 15 into 20 by 25. So 15 into 20 by 25, and this will be coming out to be equal to 12. So what is the time? Time is equal to distance upon speed. So distance, it is 12 kilometer and 30 kilometer per hour. So 12 by 30. And convert this into minutes. So multiply it by 60. So that's equal to 12. So again, a easy one. Any doubts now, guys? Avinash, Sai, Anupam, Santosh? No. So I think this was also an easy one, not a question which was very, very difficult. So can we move to question number 21? Okay. Let's see question number 21. It says log of x to the base of 3 is equal to log of y to the base of 12 is equal to a. All right. So when I say log of x to the base of 3, it is equal to a. Means what? X is equal to 3 raised to power a. And log of y to the base of 12 is equal to a. Means what? Y is equal to nothing but that is 12 raised to power a. And g is the geometric mean of x and y. So g is the geometric mean of x and y. So g is equal to root of xy. So that is equal to root of 3 raised to power a into power a. Okay, so that means that is equal to nothing but that is 36 raised to power a, which is equal to root of 6 raised to power 2a. So geometric mean, that is basically equal to 6 raised to power a. And the question is that, so if I take a log here, so that will be comes out to be what? If I take a log with respect to base 6, so log of g with respect to base 6 is equal to log of 6 raised to power a to the base of 6. So that is equal to a. So the answer is option D, which is a. Tanya, Santosh, everyone. So an easy question. 22. All right, let's see here. 22. What is the answer which you all have got? 22. Option D. So this is also an easy one here. I'll say this equation, it can be written as x square minus x minus 2 0. All right. So x is equal to minus b, which is 1, plus minus root of b square, that is 1, minus 4ac, so plus 4 by 2a. So that is, I'm getting 1 plus minus root 5 by 2. And since x is greater than 0, so only value of x is equal to 1. So I need to find out x raised to power 4. Take x square. 5, that is 6 plus 2 root 5 by 4. Now again take a square, or I can say further divide by 4. So 6 plus 2 root 5 by 4, that is equal to 3 plus root 5 by 2. Again take square, x raised to power 4. So 3 square is 9, 9 plus 5 it is 14, plus 2, 3, that is 6 root 5 by 4. So this is equal to root 5 by 2. Cross multiply, so x power 4 it is equal to plus, and that answer. So this was also an easy, no hi-fi funda is needed, a very straightforward question. Any doubts now? Can I move to the next slide? Next question. 23. Okay. Now, question number 23, again, a easy one here. Why I say this is easy? Just see it here. First one, log of root 5 to the base of 0.008. This is what I need to solve. Okay, log of root 5 to the base 0.008 here. So I can say, what is this 0.008? If you observe, now there are several ways here, but I can say 0.008, it is equal to how much? Can I say that is equal to 0.2 cube? Please tell me yes or no. 0.2 cube, or we can also say that 0.008. It is equal to nothing but that is equal to 8 by 1000. That is perfect. That is 8 by 1000. Is that clear? That is equal to nothing but 8 by 1000. and 8 by 1000. So this is equal to nothing but 1 upon 125, which is equal to 5 raised to power minus 3. So this expression, it is equal to log of 5 raised to power half and 5 raised to power minus 3. 2 log of 5. 6. Is that part clear to all of you? That log of root 5 to the base 0.008 is minus 1 by 6. Now, let's solve log of 81 to the root of 3. So log 81, that is 3 raised to power 4, and root 3, that is 3 raised to power 1 by 2. So that is 4 upon 1 by 2 into log 3 to the base of 3. So that is equal to nothing but 8. So what is this answer is equal to? Minus 1 by 6 plus 8 minus 7, which will be equal to 5 by 6. And that is the answer. So how do you rate this question? Easy, difficult, medium, kaisa tha? Easy to medium. That's right. So 23rd is done. 24. Let's see. So 9 raised to power x and 81. Na? So I can write down this as 9. So 9 raised to power 2x minus 1 minus 81 is 9 square. So x minus 2. And that is equal to 1944. Okay, 1944. So we can take out probably something common here. All right. So I'll say let's take 9 raised to power, a smaller power, it will be here. So 9 raised to power 2x minus 2, I'll take it as common. So it will be equal to 9 minus 1. It is equal to 1944. So 9 raised to power 2 raised to power minus 1. It is equal to 1944 by 8. And if I divide 1944 by 8, so 8 2s are 16. Okay. 8 to 16, 8 4 and 8 3s are 24. 243. Okay, and 9 is equal to nothing but 3 square. So I'll get 3 raised to power 4 into x minus 1. It is equal to 3 raised to power 243. 243 is equal to what? Can I say that is equal to 3 raised to power 5? So it means 4 times x minus 1 is equal to 5. So x minus 1 is equal to 5 by 4. So x is equal to 5 by 4 by 4. So option number B. So any doubts now? Avinash, Sai, Tanya, everyone, and all those who are watching live on YouTube also? No doubt. So can we move to the next question now? Now, child is somewhat difficult, but it is not, but I'll say we'll make it easy because we have done similar type of the question in the class. The number of the solutions x minus y minus z is equal to 25 under the given conditions. They are positive integers. All right. So I'll say x minus y minus z is equal to 25. In the CAT, most of the time you'll get a question in which there will be some pattern equal to 20 y and x is less than equal to 40. So what is the minimum possible value of y plus z? Please tell me. If x is equal to 40, what is the maximum possible value of y equal to 15? And if y plus z is equal to 15, and remember y is maximum 12, z is also maximum 12. So the solution, it can be equal to 3 or 11 plus 4, or that is equal to nothing but that is 10 plus 5. Okay, 10 plus 5 or so on till 12. So here 12 to the total number of solutions from 12 to 3, if you count here, what is the total number of solutions in when y plus 15? Please tell me. Y plus z is equal to 15. What is the total number of solutions in this case? That is 10. No, na 3 se leke 12 tak. How many numbers are there? There are 10 solutions. So I can say the total number of solution here is 10. Now, y plus z is equal to 14, but the maximum value of y can be 12. So I can 12 plus, okay, 11 plus 3, and so on till 2 plus 12. So there will be a total of 11 solutions. Then if y plus z is equal to 13, then I'll say maximum 12 plus 1. Okay, then I can say that is equal to 2, and so on till 1 plus 12. So total number of solution is 12. And then it is equal to 12. Now if y plus z is equal to 12, then I'll say how many solutions? That is 11 plus 1. Okay, then 10 plus 2. So on till 1 plus how much? That is equal to 11. The total number of solution is 11. Now, once I say y plus z is equal to 12, then we'll get a pattern here after that. Now, when it is 11, so starting from 10 plus 1 till 1 plus 10. 10 plus 1, then you can say 9 plus 2, 8 plus 3. Again, the total number of solution is 10. If it is equal to 10, we'll say 9 plus 1, which is also equal to 8 plus 2, which is also equal to 1 plus 9. So 9 solution. And y plus z, the minimum possible value of y plus z is 2. Why? Because both of them are positive integer. So if both of them are positive integer, so y plus z is equal to 2. So in that case, there will be a unique solution that is equal to 1 plus 1. The number of solution is 1. So I need to add here. So remember 10 plus 11 plus 12, and then sum of first 11 natural number. So my answer is here 10 plus 11 plus 12. What is this 10 plus 11 plus 12? That is equal to 33. And sum of first 11 natural number into 12, 2, which is equal to 66. So what is the answer? 33 plus 66. So 33 plus 66, which is equal to 99. And that is option number B. So the answer for this question is option B, which is 99. So I'll say this is the one question which I found. We can say that it might be difficult, but we have done such type of the question in the class. Any doubts to anyone now? Please respond. Bhavni, Avinash, Sai, and everyone. No. Pakka? Now. Let's go for the another alternative method by using this. I have done it by counting. Okay. You have done it by counting. We can also go by the another approach. So can I erase this thing? Please respond. Okay. Now. So let me here. The another alternative method. I can say we all know x is equal to nothing but, and we know x is less than equal to 40, which means this value, it is less than equal to nothing but x is less than equal to 40. So 25 plus y plus z, it is less than equal to 40. Okay. So 25 plus y plus z is equal to 40. So I can tell you that 20, let's add a third variable k such that is equal to 40. Okay, because if 25 plus y plus z is less than or equal to 40, so by adding something, it might be exactly equal to 40. And then I can say y plus z plus k, it is equal to 40 minus 25, which is 15. And what is the restriction here? K, it has to be greater than equal to 0. All right. Y lying in the range 1 to 12, and z lying in the range 1 to 12. And I told you, whenever there is a lower limit, make sure that the lower limit is 0. So minimum value of y should be 1. So I'll say, ya to chocolate wala funda kar lo, give 1 chocolate to y, 1 chocolate to z, like this. Or I can write down, let's say y is equal to a plus 1, b plus 1, and k is equal to k and 15. And now a it is 2 11. B, it is also lying in the range 0 to 11. And k, it is simply greater than equal to 0. Okay. Why? Because remember, when I'm talking about, let me take a laser pointer, a plus 1. Even if a is equal to 0, y is equal to 1. And the maximum value a can take is 11. Because 11 plus 1 is 12. I can't take a equal to 12. Because y maximum it is 12. So a plus 1. So now if I solve this, so I'll get equation, which is equal to a plus b plus k, which is equal to how much? 30 under this condition. And if there is no upper limit, can you tell me what is the total number of non-negative integral solution? That is 13 plus 3 minus 1 c3 minus 1, यही होता है. N plus r minus 1 cr minus 1. 13 plus 3, that is 16 minus, that is equal to 15c2. And 15c2, that will be, comes out to be how much? Please tell me. 15c2 की value क्या आएगी? Anyone? What is the value of 15c2? 15 into 14.2, that is 105. But I need to subtract, I need to take care of all the cases in which if any value a and b is coming out to be more than 11. So when it is a plus b plus k, a plus b plus k, it is equal to 13. If a is equal to 12, I'll get b plus k, it is equal to 1, 0. Na? That is one of the cases. Or a is equal to 12, this is 0 and 1, which is not allowed. Okay. A is equal to not allowed here. All right. Or I can say the same thing, interchange this, like 12, 1 and 1, 12, 0. That is also not allowed. And one solution that is equal to 13, 0, 0, and then another 0, 13, 0. So these are 6 possible cases which is not allowed. So just subtract all the cases in which either A or B is more than or equal to 12. So I need to subtract these 6 cases. So the answer is 105 minus 6, which is equal to 99. And that is the answer. So I have discussed 2 methods. You can go by any of the method. Both the methods, we have discussed both the method in the class. So I rate this as somewhat difficult. Any doubts now, guys? Tanya, Damini, Avinash, Santosh, everyone? इस तरह के भी क्वेश्चन हमने क्लास में किए, isn't it? In the permutation combination. All right. So let's move to the next question now. This was a very easy one. So n minus 5 into n minus 10. So I can say what is n minus 5 into n minus 10? That will be equal to n square minus 5n minus 15n and plus 50 minus 3n plus 6, which is less than equal to 0. So that is n square minus 18n plus 56. It is equal less than equal to 0. So I think 14 4s are 56 and 14 plus 4 is 18. So this is simply n minus 4 into n minus 14 less than equal to 0. So n is lying in the range 14. So from 4 to 14, how many integers are there? A total of 11 integers, not like 4, 5, 6 and so on till 14. So 11 values. Any doubts now? Was this a new question? Nahin na? You have done such type of the question. So this was also doable. 27. Again, an easy one. F1x equal to F2x has 2 distinct real roots. So we know discriminant has to be greater than 0. So fx x square plus 11x plus n is equal to x. So I'm getting x square plus 10x plus n is equal to 0. Discriminant means b square. So 10 square minus 4ac. 4 into a is 1 into c is equal to n is greater than 0. So which means n has to be less than 25. So what is the value of n? Maximum value of n is 25. So any doubts to anyone now? Easy tha? Yes or no? So I'll also rate this as a easy. 12th, 28th. Okay. What is the funda? If I need to find the minimum value, means a minus b square. A minus b should be minimum. A minus c should be also minimum. And a minus d should be also minimum. And if they are minimum, it means what? The difference of the two minimum number is minimum if they are equal. And if they can't be equal, they should be very, very close to each other. Yes or no? They should be very, very close to each other. So I'll say A plus B plus C, 30 by 4. The average of this four number like A plus B plus C plus D is equal to 30. This should be as close as possible. So 30 by 4 is 7.5. So I can probably take two of the number as 8 and two number as the 7. इससे ज्यादा क्लोजनेस हो सकती है क्या? Please tell me, all of you. No. So A minus B, 8 minus 8, that is 0 square. A minus C, 1 square. A minus D, 1 square. The answer is 2. And any doubts to anyone now? Please tell me. All right. 29. ये भी easy था. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, K are the 5 diameters of a circle. Okay. So these are the 5 diameter of the circle. In how many ways can 3 points be chosen out of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, J, K and O also? So I need to take a point also. So basically there are 11 points. Okay, guys, there are 11 points. This is the point O also. So out of these 11 points, if I select any 3 points, I'll get a triangle that is 11C3 minus. But 5 of these, out of this 5 of which it will never give me a triangle, it will give me a straight line. Like if I select the point A, this is point O and B. So out of these 11 points, if I select the point AOB, they will form a straight line, you will not get a triangle, isn't it? Similarly, like COD, if I select these 3 points, C as well as O as well as D, I'll get a straight line, not a triangle. So subtract 5. So what is this value? 11C3 minus 5. This is what is the answer here. So 11C3 minus 5, it will be comes out to be equal to 165 minus 5, which is 160. And that is the answer. Any doubts now? Please respond. No. So can we move to the next question? 30. The shortest distance. So first of all, I'll plot the graph. Okay. So we know the critical points, it is equal to 1, minus 1 and 1. So at x equal to 1, this is y is equal to 2. Okay, y is equal to 2. At x equal to minus 1, also y is equal to 2. So what is the graph? We know that graph will be like this. ये इसका graph है. Okay. And the question is the shortest distance of the point 1 by 2 comma 1. Okay. So x 1 by 2 is here and y is 1 is here. So this is the point which is 1 by 2 comma 1. And the question is the shortest distance from this point to the curve. The shortest distance from this point to the curve. So I think this is the shortest distance, which is 1. So the answer is option A, which is 1. Now tell me, was it easy or difficult? If you draw the figure, then you will get the answers quickly. Isn't it? How many of you are done by using drawing just the graph? किया था ना? Okay. Now, next question number 31. If the square of 7th term, T7, of an arithmetic progression with a positive common difference equal to the products of the 3rd term and the 17th term. Okay, so 3rd term is A plus 2D, 7th term it is to A and 17th term 16D. Then the ratio of the first term and the common difference. So basically I need to find out what is the value of A by D. Okay, what is the ratio of these two here? So I can say square of this, that A plus 6D whole square. It is equal to A plus 2D into A plus 16D. Okay, A plus 2D into A plus 16D. Some of you might think that it's a quadratic, but it's not a quadratic. A square will get cancelled. So A square plus 36D square plus 12D. It is equal to A square plus 16 and plus 2. That is equal to 18AD plus 32D square. So d square and d square in any case get cancelled. I'll get 36 minus 32 d square, which is equal to 6. So d will be get cancelled. So 4 is equal to 6a. By d, it is equal to 4 by 6, which is 2 by 3, which is option number A. So this was also an easy one. Can I move to the next question? Please respond. Okay, another easy. In how many ways 7 identical erasers distributed among 4 kids? So A plus B plus C plus D, it is equal to 7. In such a way that each kids get at least one eraser. So A, B, C and D. It has to be greater than 1. And no positive integral solution. So number of positive integral solution, that will be equal to 7 minus 1. C, how much? That is equal to 63. Yahi karenge na? Positive, because minimum value is 1. If there is no upper limit, then answer is 63, which is equal to 20. But there is a upper limit that none of the values can be more than 3. So just count, is there any solution in which any value is more than 3? Let's see. B plus C plus D is equal to 7. Minimum value of all of them is 1. So if A is 1, B is 1, C is 1, in that case D is equal to 4, which is not allowed. और ऐसे कितने केस होंगे? 4 cases, like 1 1 4 1 1 4 1 1 and then 4 1 1 1. So the answer is 20 minus 4, which is equal to 60. Now 2 of the values are more than 4. ये possible नहीं है ना कि C be 4 हो और D be 4. That is never possible. So exactly one of them can be 4, which is not allowed. So 20 minus 4, the answer is 16. Was it a new question in that some variety of the question? No. Great. क्या है हमने क्लास में इस तरह के क्वेश्चन? 32, 33. This was a easy one. The answer is option A. First, I need to find out F3. So from here, I'll find out F3. So that is 5 into 3 plus 2 upon 3 into 3 minus 5. So 5 3s are 15 plus 2, that is 17. 3 3s are 9 minus 5, that is 4, 17 by 4. So I've got F3, it is equal to nothing but 17 by 4. Then I'll say F of 17 by 4. 4, which is equal to 5 into 17 by 4 plus 2 upon 3 into 17 by 4 plus 2. Sorry, minus 5. Okay. So you guys are saying that it is equal to how much? 3. Perfect. G. So again, a very easy one. Any doubts to anyone in question number 33? No. And the last question, 34. So these are in AP with A1 equal to 3 and A2 is equal to 7. So first term is 3, second term is 7. The common difference of 4 and 4 and 4. 7 plus 4 is 11 and so on. And the sum of first 3 n numbers, it is equal to 1830. So what is the sum? N by 2. So 3n by 2. Okay. Into 2 way, 2 into 3 plus n minus 1. That is 3n minus 1 into common difference 4. And that is equal to 1830. So this is what I need to solve. This is equal to 1830. Okay. So if you solve this as equal to 1830, so what I have got when I try to solve it, the equations which I have got, that is equal to into 6n plus 1, which is equal to 610. And remember that n is always an integer. N is always an integer. So the question is, in how many ways 610 can be written as a product of two integers? So I just observed that one of the cases 10 into 61. तो इससे n की वैल्यू 10 आ गई. That is the only possible solution. You can also go by quadratic or try to factorize 610 and you can check that. So n is 10. Now the second part of this question is, what is the smallest positive integer m such that m into these is greater than 1830? So m into product of first n numbers of this series. So sum of first 10 numbers. So that is equal to 10 by 2 into 2a, 2 into 3 plus n minus 1. 10 minus 1 is 9 into common difference is 4. And it is greater than 1. Solve this. I'll get that m is greater than 9. I think it will be comes out to be how much? Point something. Yeah, I got. So m. So now that we have done 34 questions, so all of you now respond. ऐसा कोई क्वेश्चन मिला जो तुम्हें लगता था नहीं कर सकते थे? अविनाश, तान्या, संतोष, अनुपम, साई, गरिमा, and everyone. नहीं ना? So I keep telling you from the beginning, whatever we are doing in the class and assignment I'm giving, that is more than sufficient to get a 99 percentile of that. Okay. All right, guys. So that's the end of the today's session. See you all tomorrow, wherein I'll discuss 2017 slot 2 DILR at morning 8:30 and this year. So in the last 14-15 days, I'll say just keep revising. That's it. Nothing new. There is, if you have left any topic till now, there is no need to hear. Sai, so avoid karo na silly mistakes. You need to avoid all these silly mistakes. So mock do abhi. Still there are how many days I remember, around 13 days are there. So you can write the mock only till maybe 22nd or 23rd. After that, stop writing any mock. Okay. Just do the revision. Okay. Go through the notes and everything. Just do the revision. All right, guys. So good night to all of you. See you all tomorrow morning at 8:30. आरसी में अब क्या प्रॉब्लम हो रही है? आरसी में डिस्कस विद राहुल सर. गिव अ कॉल टू राहुल सर टुमारो एंड डिस्कस विद हिम. क्या प्रॉब्लम आ रही है? ओके. All right, guys. So good night to all of you.